Hi everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we decode the language of big business. Today we're diving into a filing from Stardust Power. It's an 8K report, which is like a corporate breaking news bulletin. Get ready, because this one involves a stock offering and some potentially electrifying news. We will look into their recent decision to make a public offering. Before we start, if you appreciate getting straight insights from corporate documents, make sure you're subscribed. We also have a Discord community linked in the description below. Come join us and give your thoughts. This is an 8K filing, which we mentioned is usually reserved by companies to report major events that could be relevant for investors to know about. This report is dated June 18, 2025. Keep this date in mind since it tells us when these events happened. The company we're talking about today is Stardust Power Incorporated. Sounds like a space-themed enterprise. It is incorporated in Delaware, which is a popular state for incorporation. Interestingly, the filing includes the company's phone number. While such details are pretty insignificant for us, it's one of the mandatory details or items that the Securities and Exchange Commission, the SEC, demands in order to make sure that the company can be held accountable. These checkmark boxes indicate whether this filing is also meant to cover things like communications about mergers or acquisitions. Here, all the boxes are unchecked, which means that this is just a straightforward 8K filing. Stardust Power identifies as an emerging growth company. This is a special status that gives them certain breaks on regulations, basically meaning less strict rules for a limited time to help them grow. Now we get to the meat of the matter. Item 1.01 is about entry into a material definitive agreement. In plain language, this means they signed a big, important deal. Stardust Power entered into an underwriting agreement with Aegis Capital Corp. Aegis is the underwriter acting like a middleman to help Stardust Power sell shares to the public. This deal involves Stardust Power selling 21.5 million shares of its common stock. Common stock is basically the basic ownership units of the company. The shares are being offered at $7.20 or 20 cents per share, so this is considered a low price for a share. The underwriter also has the option to buy an additional 3.225 million shares. This is called an over-allotment option, and it gives the underwriter a chance to buy more shares if there's enough demand. The company anticipates receiving approximately $4 to $3 million before deducting underwriting discounts and other related offering expenses. This amount does not include any proceeds from the potential exercise of the underwriter's over-allotment option. All of this is tied to their registration statement filed with the SEC on June 11, 2025 and made effective June 16, 2025. This registration statement is a formal announcement to the SEC saying they intend to make a public offering. The company plans to use the money raised to support the completion of a study for their proposed lithium processing facility in Muskogee, Oklahoma. Lithium is very important for batteries, particularly for electric vehicles, so it is a much needed commodity these days. Item 8.01 Other Events is where they include additional announcements. Interestingly, the company issued press releases announcing both the pricing and closure of the offering. So not only are they letting the government and the SEC know, but they are also going to make the announcement public to make it available for everyone. Finally, item 9.01 lists the exhibits attached to the report, which are basically additional documents providing more detail. Now, let's take a step back and consider the bigger picture of Stardust Power. The move to raise funds through a public offering makes sense, especially with their focus on lithium processing. Lithium is a hot commodity in the electric vehicle market, and having a facility in Oklahoma could give them a strategic advantage to be ready for the next lithium boom. However, the shares are at a low price, so they might not have had funding options, in which case their cash management strategy might need further evaluation. Given these dynamics, Stardust Power faces a mix of opportunities and challenges, but I'm going to keep a close eye on this company. Alright, that's our breakdown of Stardust Power's latest filing. What's your take on these numbers and what they signal for the company's future? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives. Don't forget to check out the Discord in the description. Thanks for watching. See you next time. We are going to decode more reports soon.